Hello friends, I am Amit Belekar from Tips and Tricks by AMB. Welcomes you to my channel. Before moving further, if you still didn't subscribe my channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon to get notifications of my all new videos. Today in this presentation we are going to discuss about metabolism of drugs part 1. After going through this video, the learner will be able to define metabolism and able to describe effect of metabolism on drug actions. Before moving further, you have to reflect on a question. We know that main route of elimination of drug is urine, means many drugs are eliminated through urine, but urine is composed of water. Then question arises that how lipid-soluble drugs are eliminated from the urine. Pause the video, think on this question, write your answer in your notebook and then play the video. You will get the answer of this question in this presentation. Now question arises is that why there is need of metabolism. There is a very well said quote by Swami Vivekananda that everything in excess is poison. So chemicals which we take as drug are also nothing but poisons. These chemicals are acting as drug only when we are taking them in a dose which will be beneficial to the recipient or patient. Even though we are taking dose of these drugs in required quantity, it should not remain in the body for long duration and it should be eliminated. But question arises is that how lipid soluble drugs are eliminated from urine, because urine is made up of water mostly. For elimination of lipid soluble drugs, these drugs should be get converted into water soluble form so that it can be easily eliminated through the urine. So there is a mechanism present in the body to convert these lipid soluble drugs or poisons into water soluble forms. Thus this mechanism is useful to protect our body from effects of poisons. For such conversion, some chemical changes are to be produced in the structure of drug or poison inside our body. This mechanism of chemical alteration or production of chemical changes in drug or poison in our body for conversion of lipid soluble substances into water soluble forms or metabolites for its easy elimination is called as metabolism. Metabolism is also called as biotransformation. So why this is called as biotransformation? Now this biotransformation is word which came from two words, which bio means cell or our body and transformation means chemical alteration or changes. So chemical changes that takes place in drug or substances in our body is nothing but biotransformation. It is nothing but metabolism. Thus biotransformation and metabolism are synonyms of each other. Now question arises that whether all drugs are metabolized or whether all drugs need metabolism. Answer of this question is that all drugs will not need to be metabolized. The drugs which are already water soluble or hydrophilic will not need to be metabolized because they can easily eliminate it from the urine as such, because these are water soluble. Examples of such drugs are streptomycin and neostigmine. These drugs does not require any biotransformation or metabolism in our body. They are eliminated as such from the urine. Now question arises that where in our body this metabolism of drug takes place. Metabolism can take place in each and every cell of our body. but there are some main organs where metabolism can take place in more amount or at more rate. Main site for metabolism of drug is liver. Other main organs where metabolism can take place in large amount are kidney, intestine, lungs and plasma. Now we will see what happened of the drug or to the drug after its metabolism. So what happens to the drug after its metabolism? After metabolism of drug, there are three possibilities can be there. First possibility is inactivation. So what is inactivation? Inactivation means conversion of drug from its active form to inactive form after the metabolism. Most of the drugs are inactivated after metabolism. Examples of the drugs which are inactivated after metabolism are pentobarbital, morphine, chloramphenicol, etc. Second possibility is conversion of active drug into active metabolite. Some drugs may be converted from their active form to one or more active metabolites. In such cases, drug may have long duration of action as metabolite is also active. Examples of this type of drugs which are converted into the active metabolites after metabolism are given in the table. First example is chloral hydrate is the active drug and gets converted into active metabolite, that is trichloroethanol. Second example is phenacetin is the active drug which gets converted in body into the paracetamol, which is again the active metabolite. And third example is phenylbutazone which gets converted into an active metabolite in our body, that is oxyphenbutazone. So these are the drugs which can be converted from active form to the active metabolites. Third possibility is activation. Activation means drug which we take is inactive as such, or it is inactive in its initial form in which we are taking the drug, but when it enters in our body it gets converted into an active form after metabolism. So this type of mechanism is called as activation. Such a drug which is inactive itself but gets converted into active form in the body is called as prodrug. The prodrug may be more stable or having better bioavailability or lesser side effects than its active form. That's why drug is taken in the prodrug form, and in body it is converted into the active form because it is more stable, it is having better bioavailability than the active form, and it is also having lesser side effects than its active form. Examples of drugs which can be taken as prodrug, here you can see in the table, Levodopa is the prodrug of dopamine, which is the active form of Levodopa, and when Levodopa goes in our body it gets converted into the dopamine and becomes active. Similarly, prednisone is the prodrug which gets converted in our body into the active form, that is prednisolone. Third example is alpha methyl dopa, it gets converted in our body in its active form, that is alpha methyl norepinephrine. Now it's time to summarize. In this video we had discussed about definition of metabolism of drugs, and then we had discussed what are the effects of metabolism on drug actions. Thank you for listening me patiently. If you like this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and bell icon to get notification of further new videos. Like it and share it to your dear ones. If you have any queries, write me on my mail address which is given in the video. Thank you once again.